Hello, this is the Lord's Legion and welcome to a brand new movie review. And I know my movie reviews are few and far between, but at this point I really want to do more of these. And come on, it's Star Wars, why would I not do a review? Now I did get to see The Last Jedi during the midnight screening, as seeing as how people from the UK such as myself got to see this film a day before everyone else in the United States, I thought I may as well just do a review before everyone else, despite how professional reviewers beat me to the punch. Now to tell you the truth, I'm not really a die-hard Star Wars fan, but rather more of a casual fan. I do enjoy majority of the films, but I don't exactly invest myself to the entire mythos, if that makes any sense. Now although The Force Awakens for the most part was a rehash of A New Hope, I did fairly enjoy the film for what it was. And I also did really enjoy Rogue One, despite it being a little redundant. However, Star Wars The Last Jedi really does blow both of these new movies out of the park, because this film is easily the best out of the new Star Wars films. Now what I really enjoy about Star Wars The Last Jedi is the fact that although it does borrow a lot of elements from Empire Strikes Back, never once did I feel like that it was a complete retread of Empire. And there were so many twists and turns throughout the whole film as well as the mythos that I didn't even see coming. But not only that, the characters both old and new do get further development, and I really do enjoy how this film challenges what we know from the mythos. The cast as a whole were absolutely fantastic in every regard, and they do give it their absolute best in this film. Mark Hamill did a phenomenal job as a more seasoned and broken down Luke Skywalker, and it was very interesting to see where this character has been all this time and why he acts the way he does. And his scenes with Rey were very fascinating. And speaking of Rey, Daisy Ridley did a fantastic portrayal as Rey, and she has some of the best scenes in the entire film. And although she is incredibly powerful, we do know that she really doesn't know her place in the galaxy or where she even came from. And some of these questions do get answers in relation to her upbringing, and I highly doubt that anyone could have seen this coming. Now despite how many people really did complain about Kylo Ren's character in The Force Awakens, I still thought that he was a very enjoyable villain. However, I absolutely love Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi, and he's quite possibly the best character in the entire film. Not only did Adam Driver nail the role, but he was also given a lot more to do. His character is much more fleshed out in this film, and you could totally get behind his motivations. Carrie Fisher is always great as General Leia, and she's quite possibly at her best in The Last Jedi. And this is most likely because of the direction from Rian Johnson. John Boyega has yet again pulled off a very good performance as Finn. However, his subplot with newcomer Rose, played by Kelly Marie Tran, to me at least was the least important and interesting aspect in the entire film. And to me just came across as more filler than anything else. And honestly, if they just got rid of the entire subplot, then it would have done much better. Especially since the film itself was long enough as it is. Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron was given a lot more to do in this film, and to me it was very refreshing because Poe Dameron was one of the least developed characters in the last film, and it was great to finally see this character shine. As for Supreme Leader Snoke, portrayed by Andy Serkis, to me this villain was a complete letdown. Now the disappointment doesn't come from the performance or anything like that, and from what we got out of Snoke, he was a completely threatening villain. But the real problem I have with Snoke is that there was so much mystery and build up behind this character, and for them to just completely miss the ball with this character is completely disappointing. And I can't really explain as to why he's so disappointing without spoiling it, but you just have to watch for yourself. And if you're expecting Captain Phasma to be any better in The Last Jedi, I wouldn't keep your hopes up. Now what many people had a common complaint with in relation to The Force Awakens was the fact that it was a little too humorous. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of humour in this film as well. However, what this film does successfully is the fact that the humour doesn't overshadow the stakes. The drama was impactful and there were so many twists and turns. And even with the humour, it still blends in nicely with the drama. The action scenes in this film are also incredibly breathtaking. Both the space battles as well as the lightsaber duels were both equally great. And the special effects were spectacular. And there's even a special little cameo which I won't spoil, and although it did look a little goofy, it still worked in the context of the film. And it was a pleasant surprise to see this character come back. And if you've already seen this film beforehand, you know exactly who I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, Star Wars The Last Jedi was the Star Wars film I was waiting for. The film had really great character development, and not only that, it was very nuanced. The film went through completely bold directions, which for the most part actually work. The film also successfully expands the whole mythos and even twists it on its head at times. And sure, The Last Jedi does borrow some elements of both Empire Strikes Back and even some elements of Return of the Jedi, but at the same time it still felt completely new and different. And yeah, I did have a few problems with the film, but they were only really minor complaints. And all of the positives in this film really outweighs the negatives, because the negatives to me were very few and far between. And with all that being said, I have to give Star Wars The Last Jedi a 9 out of 10. It's a damn near perfect movie. This was exactly what I wanted from a Star Wars film, and I can't wait to see episode 9. Many people consider The Last Jedi to be the best in the franchise since Empire Strikes Back, and honestly, I very much agree with people in that regard. So have you seen Star Wars The Last Jedi yet? Or are you waiting for it to finally come out? And if you've already seen the new Star Wars film, what do you personally think of it? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.